Hey everyone, welcome back for another late Scraptember video. But we're going to play with some spray mist today. So I just sprayed some water straight on my page. I'm just going to spray this mist on. So I've got a darker blue, nice lighter blue, and I'm going to move my page so that it all blends in if I can pick it up. And I'm just going to gently move it around so the colours can blend and spread throughout and see what we can create. So obviously you can see my photo to the left here. Lovely little photo of my son when he was a couple of weeks old. And I'm just cutting some plastic packaging so I can mush it around like the packaging technique. Sort of try not to get the colours too mixed in so that you can't see the colours as separate, but also trying to make it blend so that it wasn't just two colours that had been misted on there. So smushing, making it fall to the side there. I do want a bit of space down the bottom just so that the whole page is not blue and painted. But this is how it's looking. So you can see it's like a quick couple of minutes and you've got some colour on the background and you're having fun. So I'm just letting it dry in a little. I'm just going to pull up some of the colour. I don't want to pull up all of the colour. There was a lot sitting in that section. Just letting a little bit more run just so that it's not too wet that it doesn't dry. And I'm just going to, once it's dry, we're going to build the rest of the layout. So just checking that there's enough paint, enough colour for where I want the photo to go. It's a 6x12 layout, so not much can happen in terms of what the layout has. But I do want to make it a fun layout. So I let it dry a bit and then I'm just paper toweling some of it so that it's, one, it's dry and also so the colour's not so bright. So I just got this lovely yellow, just splattering it on, just simple, just adding some colour. And that technically, not even technically, the colours have come directly from the photo. So nice blue and orange for Winnie the Pooh. So found some papers in the stash that I've got going on. I'm just going to I'd cut the bottom there a bit bigger so that I could rip it. And if you're ripping up towards you, then you get those little white edges and the rip makes it look much more appealing to my eye anyway, at least. So just trying to find some more layers. I'm looking for some blues. And I'm just going to mat the top there. So yeah, when I layer papers on the back of my photos, I try not to mat it entirely with all four sides every single time. In fact, I usually do it the first time and then maybe one more other time towards the end. I don't usually do a few mats at the beginning or that kind of thing. It sort of starts it off and finishes it off, if that makes sense. So just sort of need to add in this black and white stripe in a bigger section. So this is a bigger mat. And I'm just going to make sure it's the size that I want. But this is going to frame the whole photo there. So like I was speaking about, the first orange piece there is a full mat. Then I've got that blue that's a smaller, only 3 sides matted. And then that black and white there's got 4 sides matted again. And I'm just going to add in this dark blue here. And what am I going to do? Going to cut it. I'm pretty sure I don't do the bottom, unless I'm going to just make a full layer of myself. Well, I do, yeah. So I've mapped the 4 sides, but I've ripped it as well. So that just made the rip more intentional by having 2 sides ripped. And then this last one here, this black and white, now it becomes 3 sides ripped. So like I said before, no more than 2 layers of my pattern paper or whatever's layering behind my photos is a full 4-side mat. So added some fun foam, and I'm just going to add that to my layout up the top, adding a little bit of space up the top so that we're not going to be too top heavy. But I am going to add this dude up the top here. It's just from one of the 12 by 12 sticker sheets that came in one of the boy collections. Pretty sure from Simple Stories. And that looks cute up there. But as I start to go and build some goodness down the bottom there, I do end up moving that dude to the bottom, as you would have seen in the little sneak preview and the title and the thumbnail of this layout. So just looking in my little ephemera box here of Charm Creations and Flair. So like I said in my previous video, that I have pulled out things for this project, and this is one of the photo boxes that I've got. I thought I'd start with a lovely bulky cluster here with this Charm Creation heart and then this Flair. Pretty sure that's from Cocoa Vanilla. So that's just going to sit at the bottom of my photo there. Just adding a little bit of foam or foam tape because the photo is up on the foam, so it needs to sit up a bit, otherwise that heart will not stick on, nor will it lay flat if it didn't have the fun foam. Adding some fun foam to that flare because it wasn't flat backed. And there we go. So hold that cluster down for a moment, and this is where I decide that I don't want that dude up there. I want the title to happen down below, and that's just the way it's going to be. So photo up the top and all the goodness down the bottom. So just going to move this dude. And if you notice when when it was on the plastic backing, that it was sort of positioned like this. So when I put it down here, I try and move that, have it with that U up the top, but I just was not liking it, so I moved it in so that it was more of a straight word. I'm just going to use my pen here, my Sharpie, to underline it. A couple of thick scribbly lines. And then just trying to see if there was anything else in that ephemera box, if there was anything else I wanted to add. Instead, I go to some other ephemera boxes. So as you can see, there's just randomness. So this one's got a lot of wood veneer and some resin pieces. A lot of it's from Corporate Creations. But there's all sorts of goodness. There's some Cocoa Vanilla I can see, and yeah, pretty much any wood veneer that I liked and thought would go with this baby boy album. So gluing down a heart and a star resin piece, and then this wood veneer heart. So yeah, lots of hearts and stars that have been used in this layout. Well, not this layout, in this album. It's my go-to. It's nice to, and it's actually really fun to mix up hearts and stars. I don't know if you guys have been trying it too, but it's cool to be able to use them both together in such a striking way. Just checking out these 12 by 12 sticker sheets just to see what else I wanted to add. So I'm putting a tab up there and a heart, so a little cluster up there. Usually I like to have a couple of clusters, usually 3, but 2 at the minimum. So this is my second cluster here. Just a word sticker, a heart, and a tab sticker. So basically from one sticker sheet, I got a cluster. Put in some enamel dots, and we're good to go. So enamel dots down the bottom as well. That ties in the whole layout. And then we'll just try to work out if there's anything else we need to happen. If I was thinking, I think I like it. What else? So I'm sort of just checking out what's happening in my Rascog. Nearly knocking over my water. I'm going to use these lovely sparkly glittery gold thickers that are in such a good size font, and a nice font as well. And I'm going to spell out sleepy. So just lightly putting them on there so that I can see how it looks, and then I will straighten them and position them so that like the Y sits in a spot that I want it to. So just pulling the S over to the side. So yeah, so now this layout is Sleepy Dude. As simple as that. So when I was putting the dude down the bottom, I didn't think about a second word to the title or a first word to the title, but it was in a nice position that it did leave room to add in that title and make it the way it needs to be, because it just looks like it was meant to be the whole time now that you can see it. We're coming to the end of it. Not much going on. The good thing about making a 6x12 album layout is that it goes pretty quick. There's these lovely black chevron stickers, and I thought that could go up the top. There was a little bit where you could see I'd pulled a sticker off. But the other thing is, sometimes when you're looking at things in your stash or your collection kit, whatever you're using, if you see something that's going to work on a layout, just do it. Put it on there, get it used, and have fun with it. So that's the layout for today, and I hope you like the close-ups, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Talk to you next time. Bye.